Morning, everyone. Right, I've left my cup of tea in the other office, so just give me 1 sec. I'm going to go fetch it. Good morning. Sorry, I've left my cup of tea in there. I've got it now. I'm back. Hi, Claire. How are you? Everything okay? Everybody busy? Right. I've not set this one up for filming yet. Let's have a look. But I'm sure we can do. How is everybody? Do say hi if you're watching. Don't just leave me here all on my own. Well, morning, Jane. What did you do last night? I was a bit of a loose end. I've had a very, 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 very busy week. But then I got back and I was like, oh, this is weird. There's no live to do. It was very strange. Hi, Helen. How are you doing? So that was peculiar. But we are live next Thursday and the following Thursday. So you haven't lost me forever. Don't worry. Just every now and again that I can't make the live. That's the tricky part. How are you all? How's Scotland, Helen? Have you happily moved? Has everything gone to plan? Right, and has the snow gone? Has everybody's snow gone? Morning, Candy. How are you? Our snow was rubbish. I know that in Wales it was insane, and some of the surrounding areas here there was still snow when I was driving around on Wednesday, but we were fine. Morning, Elysian. How are you? So today we're going to catch up on the gemstones that you might have missed on Tuesday night. I'm going for on Instagram. I've got the Hypersphene and the Sugilite, and they're still in situ, so that's handy. Claire is feeling rough after emergency dental work. That is not nice, having dentistry work. No, definitely not. Jane is sorting the craft room. Wow. Have you got some storage for you there, Jane? I always feel like if I tidy a room, I need to go and buy some storage. So it's just an excuse to go and buy something else to make it look tidier. So yeah, I don't know if everyone does that though. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. I've had an unusual week. So I'd love to know your thoughts. I think that Friday mornings might be watch Marie build a brand as I share my journey of building behind the jewelry with you. Helen's counting down the sleeps to India. Only 19 to go. As for Scotland, it is a fan, has lots of snow, but it has gone now. Oh, that's good. Barbara missed me. Thanks, Barbara. I missed you as well, Barbara, because I was at a loose end. I was like, this is so strange. We just don't have time to build all the lives. They're very time consuming, the Thursday lives. Yes. Oh, Elysian loves buying storage. Me too. I love buying storage. I don't know what is that about. And then I'll look and you see stuff on, when they put adverts from Temu on your social media, and I'm like, oh, that's clever. Then I realize it's Temu and I can't buy it because morally I can't do that. And then so then I'm like in B&M looking for like the similar storage stuff, who I'm sure is just importing it from Temu. But never mind. Let's not go down that rabbit hole. Yes, right. Okay. So I was telling you. So in behind the scenes of Charmers Gems, we are expanding, and we are building another brand called Behind the Jewelry, and it's and I forgot how bloody hard it is to create a business. So it's been a week of ups and downs, I must say. It's so hard to build a business from scratch, and I've had some moments this week, and happy to share those with you, I suppose, as you are on a Friday, a very selective audience. So yeah, I don't know. So if you want to talk about it, let's talk about it. If you don't want to talk about it, we can talk about gemstones. Jane says, I'm planning to do stock take and kind of catalogue system. Oh, not sure what. Now, you see, I can stock take because legally we have to. So we have to do stock take. Cataloguing stuff is just so out of my brain capacity. I can't concentrate I like the idea. So when we first started Chalmers Jones, Kelly helped us, and Kelly was super organised. And when it had sort of expanded, and I couldn't manage on my own, she came in to organise me, and we'd worked together in another business where she'd organised me. And so things like that, she likes things like label makers and creating organisational processes. I like an organisational process like a catalogue to use, but I'm not very good at sticking to things like that. That's not my bag. I couldn't sit and create I could probably do one or two and think that was fun, but then my brain would go, oh, there's what gemstone are we putting in this catalogue? And I'd be totally distracted. So I think it's a personality type that maybe my personality I can't do things like cataloguing, but I like things to look organised. It's just I'm not very good at making them get there. Yeah, too easily distracted, some might say, but yes, it's all good. Right, what have we got for you today? So on Tuesday night, I brought you the Hypersthene and the Sugilite pendants. So I've got those. I've got, and then it's requests, I'm afraid, because we've got some bits and bobs about, but I haven't got anything else to bring you. So I maybe need to sort the Friday lives out so we know what we're doing. And then next Thursday is going to be the paired cabs. So I really hope you all turn up and buy some lovely paired cabs, because I think I counted them yesterday, 29 different gemstone options. Very exciting. I was excited to hear you're planning a birthday party. I am, Candy. I don't know if I'm going to plan it, but I have suggested that we do it, and then someone else will put it in the planning. Yes, and I thought that this morning when I was getting ready this morning, I was like, we must start talking about the birthday party, because my plan was to tell you all in advance so that you could all put it in your diary, rather than live in my usual way of telling you all the week before and everybody's busy. So we will be having a physical birthday party. I thought that would be really nice here at Chalmers Gems, and it's going to be in March. And I think off the top of my head, and I don't have the pad where I've written it down, something like the 22nd March, that weekend. And it just come along into the shop, and we'll get loads of stuff in and bring you loads of stuff. That's it, loads of gemstones. Emily suggested that we make the games, the spin the wheel and the lucky dip and all the physical games we've got. Come in and play them yourself. And I was like, I love it. I just thought it'd be nice if everyone could come. And if you want to come, come. If you don't want to come, don't come. Yeah, just come along. That's how it's going to work. So I'm going to let you know. I'll let you know the dates. That's the first thing. We'll let you know the dates, and then you can just book on. The only thing I request is that people don't say they're coming and then they don't come, because that's going to give us a logistical nightmare. But you can just come. There's no fee or anything. It's just going to be a party. Just come and enjoy, really. So I've got so many little bits. I think I'll be good as my husband set up a distribution centre for an automotive factory. Jane, I think you are sorted, absolutely sorted. I mean, how difficult would that be to set up a distribution centre? That's impressive. Ellen says some money. That's you need, yeah. And I'm going to try and get some new pearls in for you, Candy. I will try my hardest to get some new pearls in. So that's what the birthday party is. So that's March. There's still exciting stuff to come this month. So we've got the pairs of cabs. Then we're going to talk about my trip. I've got some gemstones from my trip that I can't wait to bring you, and they're so amazing. So that'll be the end of the month, and then February is in the making. It's not very organized, but because I'm trying to set up behind the jewelry on the side, it's distracting me somewhat. It is hard to keep one business going and create another business. It's definitely adding in another layer of madness. But I did have I had a difficult Tuesday and then a very positive Wednesday. So it's really hard because it's like this all the time. But yesterday I had some really good news. I don't know how to describe it. So that's quite exciting. And we're nearly on 100 followers on Instagram. We did sort the Facebook page out as well. So Behind the Jewelry now has a Facebook page. For some reason, it was going on my personal Facebook, which is a bit odd. Let's look at the follower count today. But we're not targeting ourselves on followers. but engagement. So I've got 95 followers. So close, aren't I? We're targeting self on engagement, and so far we have put out 10 posts, and their viewing numbers are excellent: 1,500, 5,400, 2,900, 4,600, nearly 1,000, 1,100. So when you've only got under 100 followers, that's good engagement. So I'm happy with that. So that's all going really positively. And now I have to go over to LinkedIn, and I don't use LinkedIn. So I'm moving into LinkedIn as well, which is, again, a little bit different, isn't it? Some world that I don't know. Did you say you only had a few undrilled pairs? I'll be buying more drilled going forward, but I can't resist a few undrilled to add to my collection. Yes, I think there are 5 undrilled pairs for each type, Lycian, so really small amount of undrilled. Sorry. But yeah, and then the rest are drilled. So yeah, hopefully we'll get some in. That's good. I love behind the jewelry. How about interviews with Ken and Alex? Absolutely on the cards, Desi. Absolutely. So this week I put out requests for topics. Oh my God, the response. So I've got some really cool ideas now. I've got, yesterday was a bit of good news, and I can't say too much. It's so hard to tell you without telling you. So someone who's big in metal, a metal expert, has agreed to me interviewing him so that we can learn about why the metal prices are how they are from somebody who actually understands just that's all he does is metal. And I think that'd be really interesting. But I'm umming and ahhing if I do it pre-recorded and interview him pre-recorded, or if I do it live. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Any recommendations are welcome. So the business will have a podcast, but the podcast is quite specific to something else. So I'm not sure it's a podcast that I want to interview him with. I just want to interview him and ask him, questions, because if you talk to these people who talk in the world of metal, it's all real high level. And it's about the politics of this and this and this. And lovely, that's interesting, but actually, how does that affect us? That's what I want to know. And, what can we think? So that'd be a really cool interview, wouldn't it? So I want to create some content on Behind the Jewelry about metal now. So there's been some brilliant posts, bullion by post, but a great video out that I'm sure lots of you saw if you're into metal, of the price of precious metal going up over the last 50 years. I think it was brilliant video, absolutely brilliant. So we could definitely do stuff like that. I think also explaining metal, explaining hallmarking. There's so much to say. I've got so much to say, but how am I going to fit it all in? So if you've got anything that you want to know about within the jewelry industry, let me know, because I've got to come up with the content. So it's very exciting. The China, well, Jane, this happened yesterday. So the China shipment, let me click it actually, was due to be delivered today. They said we'll be delivering today. And so yesterday, Lisa wasn't in. I nipped out to get my lunch. I came back and they'd text me, we tried to deliver your parcel. And your office was shut. And I was like, no. So now I've just clicked it. It's saying it's going to be delivered today. So let's hope it is delivered today. I was really cross. It must have been gone 5 minutes. There's an Aldi behind us here, and I'd gone there 5 minutes, and that was it. So yeah. Anyway, it's in the country. It's whether they actually do deliver it today. They need to deliver it today, and then it's good. We're good to pick and pack next week, so you should get it really soon. Can you put a link onto the new page? How can I? I don't know how to. I don't know how to do that, Helen. Right, let's try this. Instagram.com/behind the jewelry. I'm just waiting on. Try clicking that and see if it takes you to the page to follow. I don't know if it would work. Should I try it for Facebook as well? Facebook. I don't know if that will work. In my logical brain, that's how it would work. /behind the. Right, let's try that. Okay. Elysium would like to listen to the interview. I know. But what do we want to know? That's what we've got to work out. What do we want to know from this guy who knows everything about metal? Interesting, huh? So anyway, we normally start a Friday morning with what you're doing at the weekend, and I tell you what I'm doing, and you tell me what you're doing. And so I will start. What am I doing at the weekend? I'm not really doing anything, actually. I think I've got a weekend off. I worked last weekend. I do have some stuff behind the jewelry to do. So now this is where my work starts to creep back into my house, I think. I do have some stuff to do, all like admin-y thinking jobs, which can probably be done while cleaning. So when I started Charmers Gems, I started in my house. So I had been running, as everybody knows, a massive team of people, managing a massive team of people, and millions of pounds worth of product, amongst other stuff. And previous to that, as well as that, actually, I was running another business. So I had a business called Marie Chalmers Limited, which is a contracting company that I'd run for about 14 years. So for that contracting company, I sort of averaged 3 to 4 jobs that I was doing every week. So I'd always been really, really busy and in and out of everything. And then when I decided to start Charmers Gems, I decided just to stop everything and just to do Charmers Gems and to focus totally on Charmers Gems. So I went from totally manic, which is how my brain works. It likes to be extremely busy, to me and the dog. So I decorated what was, when we bought the house, it was a dining room. Over the years, it was a playroom, a drum room, a music room. It had morphed into all these things. So now it was going to be Charmers Gems. So I started by decorating the room and buying a desk and things like that. And then we sort of grew the brand slowly over the course. After it moved out and into here, I think about 2. So it grew and it took over our lives. So now we're starting again with behind the jewelry. Obviously, I've got here, so we're here. But I think it is going to start to get drawn back into my world. So what I did when I started Charmers Gems is that I knew that there was areas of my knowledge areas of business knowledge that weren't my expertise. For example, marketing, I felt, was the biggest gap in my knowledge. So I'd always been working for businesses who had marketing teams and did all the marketing. And I knew that you need to market a business. It's actually one of the most important things in the world, because if you can have the best product in the world, but if no one knows you've got it, just doesn't matter. Morning, Ken. So when I was setting up Charmers Gems, and there wasn't an awful lot to do. For a start, I made a lot to do. I kept myself very busy with doing stuff that probably now I wouldn't do, but it kept me busy. But while I was cleaning and tidying and painting and all those things, I would listen to webinars, which was the popular thing there, on marketing. So I'd find webinars on YouTube, and then I'd listen to them. And if it was interesting and I thought I had to watch, I'd stop what I was doing and watch that little bit. So, and you could sign up for loads of free webinars back then. So you could just sign up. So I learned a lot about marketing from just listening to these people. And I think that behind the jewelry is going to have that same sort of element. We've got to start. There's areas that I don't know a lot about. Of this particular business and how this world works. So I have to start filling my time at weekends by learning the bits that are missing that I need to know. So I'll be doing a lot of that this weekend, I imagine. Whilst I'm doing the cleaning and tidying and sorting, then I will have to be filling the gaps of my knowledge and trying to learn some stuff. So it's going to be quite interesting, maybe this weekend, or maybe it won't. It is my eldest son's 18th birthday next weekend, and we have got a lot of people coming to the house. And then the following weekend, he's having a big party at the house. So this weekend, I have to get my house sorted. Christmas has to be put away. It's been taken down, but it has to be put away. And then everything has to get back to neat and tidy, and all the beds have to be stripped and made and everything. So that's what I'm doing. So what is everybody else doing? It's a very long-winded way of telling you what I'm doing. I misspelt it. Oh, did I? What did I misspell? Oh, yes, I did. Instagram. Start again. www. / It does help if you can spell your own company name. Behind the jewelry. Right, try that. Thank you for that, Desi, for telling me. Hi, Ken. How are you? They were just asking if I could interview Ken. I was like, I'm sure Ken won't mind. Jules Academy had an interesting podcast about the benefits of silver prices going up. Yes, because there are some benefits of silver pricing going up, and it's not all negative. You've got to think positively, haven't we? Are the paired cabs drilled? Yes, some of them are, Shahzane. Some are drilled and some are not drilled, but the majority are drilled. Morning, Tony. How are you? Keeping out of the way of my wife, or she will give me loads of jobs to do. That's what my husband's doing for the weekend. Look, he's keeping out. You do have some jobs to do this weekend, Carl. I need everything putting in the roof for a start. And this is exciting news. For Christmas, my brother-in-law fixed my jeweler's bench and put the metal on the top, the metal plate. So Carl now has to install it into the kitchen. That's what I would like to be done. And I don't think it will take him long. I have to work out what height it's got to go at. That's one thing I must do today, actually. What height? Because it's quite low, a jeweler's bench. So that, and then he's going to install the jeweler's bench, and it's going to look amazing. I've been trying to listen to podcasts on marketing and branding, but I find so many of them irritating. So what do you find irritating about them? This is very important research, Tracy. What is irritating about a podcast? I find things irritating like sound quality. If the quality isn't really good, I can't listen. That's it. And some people's voices. And I know, as someone who presents on screen, that some people love your voice and some people hate your voice, and there's nothing you can do about that. You are who you are. So yes, but some people's voices I can't stand. But what annoys you? I'd love to know, because that would help me with my research. Ken says, would love to, Marie, love to bits. So love you to bits. Thank you very much, Ken. Well, let's go interview Ken about Ken's life. So the podcast is going to be about behind the lives of the people who work in the jewelry industry. So people like Ken, for example, have had the most incredible career, and I'm so lucky I get to meet all of these people, and so I want them to tell their journey. So the podcast will be the journey of the people behind the jewelry industry, and everyone from Ken, who is a gemstone cutter, one of the UK's leading, if not the leading gem cutter in the UK, through to a bench worker. We've got the CEO of massive companies signed up. We've got some of the biggest people in the industry already signed up. We've got everybody across the board. Everybody I've asked has said yes. So we've got a huge array, but we actually have to start filming. So we're just waiting now. I'm just waiting for the podcast guy to sort of tick the final boxes, and then we're going to start filming the podcasts, and they'll go onto YouTube as well. So if you don't listen to podcasts, you'll be able to watch YouTube, so don't panic, you'll be there. Candy says my son will be 38 next Monday. How do they get so old, Candy? That's what I want to know. That's what you have kids for. So Carl has this thing where I ask him to do a job and he just delegates it to the kids. And I'm like, if I wanted the kids to do the job, I would have asked the kids to do the job. But he doesn't understand that. Maybe it's only me that does that. Is that only me that does that? Or I just think it's really rude, especially this week's rude moment was I asked him if he would come and help me prep the tea, right? And I don't usually like people in the kitchen, so I do it all myself. But I asked him because I thought it would be nice that we could have a chat while I was prepping the tea. So I was like, but he was like, oh no, Ed, go and help your mum prep the tea. And I was like, well, that totally defeats the point, doesn't it? So yeah, but maybe that's just me being grumpy middle-aged lady. Tony's weekend aim is to do the tax return. Oh no, Tony, make some jewelry. Don't do that. That sounds miserable. Morning, Katie. How are you? Alyssa says some people's voices, some of them just talk more about themselves and skip over the hard parts and talk about how successful they are. Yes, that's irritating. I'm with you there. Do you want to do one with me? Life of a poor man living with a gemologist. I do have to practice on someone, dear. Maybe we should do you. Yeah, okay. If you're up for it, let's do it. See what you've got to say about your poor, miserable lifestyle. So, right, okay. Should we have a look at some gemstone? So really no one is doing anything particularly exciting this weekend is what I'm taking away here. Let me sort my camera out. I was halfway through doing that, wasn't I? Invite guest. My oldest is 32 this year. He's got funding this year to start his PhD in October at Cambridge. Wow. That's amazing, Tony. I think that's so nice. And I say to the kids that, they are going to, what they do in their life. So our youngest son wants to get into medicine. He's trying to go down that path. It's really hard. That's a really hard path. Any success he has, I am responsible for that. This is how I feel. That is my responsibility. I'm going to take some of the credit, whether he likes it or not. I'm going to take some of the credit. But any failures in life, that's not my fault. So, and I'm quite honest about this. That's not really my fault. And I said, my friend's son is a really successful sportsman. So he's just been signed for England rugby football team or something. He's like a very successful sportsman. And I remember saying to him when I gave him a lift to his swimming class when he was about 12, right, if you make it, Chris, and you get to the top of you get to the top and you're the best swimmer, I don't know, you got the gold Olympic medal. Remember, that's partly down to me because I gave you a lift to swimming. So I think there's credit there to be taken, Tony. So the fact he's doing a PhD in Cambridge is awesome. That's partly you. It is partly you, definitely. Desi says, I bought a jeweler's bench and installed it. So I've been giving it a test drive over the weekend. How is it? Is it good? I can't wait to get mine in. I'm starting a diploma in September and getting prepped for it. Who are you doing a diploma with? Which company? I would be keen to know. Right. Should we look at these gemstones? That's what you're all here for. They've told me that the China shipment will be delivered today between 5 to 11 and 5 to 1. Why didn't they tell me that yesterday? That would have been really good to know. Right, let's have a look. Where's the link? I've put the link in there. What's it got around your neck? I've got a necklace on today, Jane. This is a necklace that was made by one of our customers called Jan for me, and it is an amethyst slice, and then it has silver down the side. It does need a bit of a clean. I did think that this morning, but I didn't have a chance to give it a bit of a clean. But it's beautiful, isn't it? And we do sell these amethyst slices if anyone wants to make one. But it's very nice, very nice. And I thought, well, I've gone for sort of maroons today. So this is a maroon jumper, and then I've got my very, very, very favourite lepidolite mica bracelet on, which I seem to have bought myself along the way. And I thought, oh, a bit of purple. I'm trying to learn to accessorise, Jane. And the other thing is that I get criticised, and rightly so, I would like to add, rightly so, for not wearing any jewellery. And yeah, and actually it gets pointed out to me a lot by the trade generally. But when I was at the ball before Christmas, our sort of Christmas party for the industry, one of the guys properly made a beeline for me and came to tell me that he watches my work and Charmers Gems, and that it's really disappointing that I don't wear jewelry and represent the industry. And I was like, do you know what? I'm going to take that and I'm going to buy more jewelry. So that sounds like a plan, doesn't it? So, but I thought, it's true. It's true. I am here. I represent the industry, and I should wear jewelry. I do have some jewelry. I just not in the habit of wearing it. I think that's what it is. And because of my career, you were never allowed to wear jewelry to work. So you weren't allowed to wear anything. You were allowed to wear a plain wedding band, and that was it. So the habit was never created. So, but I was thinking to myself, I was remembering the other day, reminiscing, as Johnny is at the age to apply for universities and things. We don't know if he has, but he might have. That on my interview for Birmingham University, I wore a brooch. I love brooches. Does anyone else really like brooches? I just love brooches. I'd love a brooch collection, but I've not started it yet. But for my interview at university, I wore a brooch because I had a couple then, so I don't know where they've gone, with some little pigs on it. Yeah. And I was like, so obviously jewelry was important to me then. And then I've just broken the habit. So I'm going to try and wear more jewelry. Hi, Jill. How are you? I haven't seen you for ages. Jewelers Academy. Excellent, Desi. Excellent choice. Let me know. Oh, hi, Claire. Claire's in. Your sister's in, Claire. Love them. Love brooches. I know it's sort of the what is that about? Like the underdog of the jewelry, but actually a brooch. I could easily wear brooches on all my things if only I bought some brooches. And you just don't see them enough, do you? And then I did post on socials the other week when Julia Roberts did the Graham Norton show. She had all these brooches on, and then the other day I was watching Sky News, and there was a lady on who was head of security or head of something really important, uh, and she had a beautiful brooch on, and I thought, oh, I might share that. It was a bit political, so I didn't share it. But yeah, I love brooches, absolutely love them. So we should probably do more with brooches. We should think about that. I don't know. We used to make them. Did you make them at college, Claire? At uni, we definitely made a brooch with a rivet for the pin, but to get the pin strong enough, I remember being extremely difficult. So maybe you'd have to buy that, but then that would look a bit tatty, maybe. I don't know. Interesting. Maybe that's what I should do at school next week, is think about brooches. According to Gemma Crow, 2026 will be the year of the brooch. Well, there you are. I didn't know that. Good for you, Gemma. We should. Well, that's because of the people like Julia Roberts, isn't it? Really. Right. Let's crack on with the gemstones, people. So, if you've just tuned in to us, this is our Friday morning show. This is a really casual show where we're very chatty, and you can ask any questions. As you can see, we're all having a bit of a chat about stuff. You can ask any questions you want about anything gemstone jewelry related, or just whatever you want, really. But you can also buy the gemstones. So you can put in any request that you've got. So if you're looking for something particular, we stock all sorts of weird, wonderful gemstones. We do lots of gemstone beads. We do a whole selection of cabochons, some drilled, some undrilled. We've got specimens here. We have lots of mineral specimens, gemstone specimens, carvings, the sort of crystally things, I suppose they'd be classed as. We've got lots of those. We've got stretchy bracelets. I'm just looking around. We've got things like tiny little gemstone handbags, acorns, all sorts of peculiar things, really. Agate slices, fossils, anything gemmy. That's what you'll find here. So if you're looking for something, just pop the request into the comments section. If you just want to look at something, you can also do the same. There's no obligation to purchase what you request. So if you just want to have a look and you think, actually, I wonder what a trilobite looks like, and would that be a good gift for my nephew this year? Then just ask me and I'll go and find you. If I've got it, I'll find it and show it to you. So that's how the request show works. Now, if you want to purchase something, each item will have a code, and you just put the code into the comments section. And if you're the first person to bid, you get that item. So it's really, really straightforward. We send you an invoice by email. That's how you pay. I think that's a question for a lot of new people, is how do you actually pay for stuff? So we send you an invoice inside an email. You click the link. It takes you to your basket. You can check that out. You can add anything else that you want from the website as well, and it's all securely checked out, all of that. So sorry, I've torn my pec muscle, which means I have limited movement in my arm, and it's okay some of the time, and then when you do things like that, it's not. But don't worry, whoops daisy, I've still been to the gym, so it's all right. Claire's made a couple of them at university. We need to get back on it, Claire. I can't remember how to do it. Right, this screen, let's turn it around. I'm going to start with, no, I can't, dear. Sorry. I forgot to mute the mic. I was trying not to talk to make it any worse. We're going to start. We've got two main gemstones that we bought you on Tuesday night. Now, this is part of our new, it's not a new format, it's just the way that things have gone, is that I'm not always able to come live on a Thursday night now. And part of that is because I'm trying to build behind the jewelry, so it's taking me all over the place, and I'm not always here on a Thursday. But the other part is that I just got fed up of having to wait till Thursday. So I had this urgency in me, and I thought, when I find it, I just want to bring it now. So this was an example of that these are some very rare minerals, made independence, that I think are just up our street here at Chalmers Gems. Really simple makes. They've got enormous 4mm drill holes. So this is a big drill hole. Going to make really simple pendants, and they're also really, really gemmy. So these are very unusual minerals, rare minerals, and some very clever person has made them into these cool pendants. So I bought these to you on Tuesday night on Instagram. And we had a nice little hour show, and you all got the opportunity to buy them. Just trying to fix my lighting. There we are. Here they are. Here's the remaining ones. So in here, these are rare mineral wavy pendants. The code for these is 2DV, and they're £29.50, but they've each got an individual letter code. So you can buy each specific one. So you can pick which one you want, but they're all £29.50. And they are sugilite, which is pronounced not sugilite, but I've traded it as sugilite with all the people all over the world calling it sugilite for my whole career. But when I actually looked it up on Mindat the other day, it was pronounced sugilite because it's named after a Japanese man called Mr. Sugi. So, and it said it is one of the most mispronounced minerals in the marketplace. So, but anyway, I'm going to call it sugilite because it's just what I've known it as for all these years. I can't go back. I just can't. Let me just move some of these into shot. So sugilite is a purple mineral. So this purple mineral that you're seeing here, that's sugilite. And then it's growing alongside, I have to remember the names. I've written it down, just a minute. Rictorite, which is the blue mineral that you're seeing here, and then bustamite, which is the brown mineral. So these grow with the sugilite, and when they've been cutting them, they've actually made all the minerals as exciting as one another and kept all those minerals together. So you've got a whole variety of things. So these are rare minerals. Now, if you purchased sugilite before, which is the most common of these rare minerals, but still extremely rare, then you'll know that it's not a cheap gemstone. It sits at a very high price point. It's because it is extremely rare, and it grows in a way that there's not any great vast quantity of it. So again, it's difficult to cut it into something. So I think these are actually a moment of genius to include all these core minerals together. So you sugilite, this is a very affordable way of getting sugilite. We've done it before in cabs, but they are not cheap cabs. Absolutely not cheap cabs, but they look fantastic. And you get this purple, this light purple, right through to a much deeper purple. So look at the purple in this one. And also by cutting them into these kind of wavy pendants, so they kind of just organically shape them, you're also managing to keep the different mottled pattern of the sugilite as well. So I don't know if you can see how purple that is. So this is one of the dark purple pendants. And I'll run through the codes with you in a minute. So if you like to offer something in your jewelry that is totally different, you don't want to be the run of the mill, the same as all the other jewelers on the strip. You just want to have something that's really unusual. You want a gemstone that you can talk about a little bit and say that and have a conversation with somebody, then this is the type of thing that you want. And this is really what we do best because we like the quirky. We get people say, would you like this unusual gemstone? And I think it's right up our street. So if this is the sort of thing that you like, this is a very affordable way of getting these rare minerals and so easy to make into jewelry as well. So I did pop it onto this chain. I'll do it again, actually, just a second. Again, apologies for my chain not being very clean. It's a bit tarnished. Let's take off my pendant. But you'll know better than me. But you can, let me just show you what I'm doing. So if you're not into making jewelry, you could just get a chain. Like this is just a snake chain from the necklace. So any necklace that you've already got, and then thread it through. Oh, don't drop it. That's Lisa coming into work. She was slightly later today. Right, okay. Just remove the bright yellow body warmer. And there you have a very simple, effective gemstone pendant that's really cool. I mean, you could add a jump ring and make it much Much better than that, let's face it. But if you just want really simple, this is great. And with the big 4mm drill hole, you can get cords through there. You could do all sorts of wonders, couldn't you? Absolute magic. I wanted Sujolite for ages, Candy said. And I got one on Tuesday. You did. I've just got the necklace stuck in my hair. There you are. So that's the Sujolite. I'm going to leave the pendant off because I'll do the same with the Hypersthene in a minute. This one's letter E. So they're £29.50 each, and they've all got an individual letter. So let's start with this one. If you wish to purchase this one, it is letter E, and they size-wise, I think they're about 30 to 40mm. There we go. Yeah, so 32mm thereabouts. Letter E, that's the very purple one. This is letter H. And again, it's what the combination you want of the different minerals. They will be listed on your invoice, so you don't have to remember the names of the other minerals. So the blue is rictonite, and the brown is bustamite. Good morning. Are you all right? I do, please. Yes, please. Thank you very much. They tried to deliver the shipment yesterday, Lise. I went to Aldi and I came back and they texted and said that we weren't open. I was so cross. Anyway, they're now saying it's going to be delivered today, and they've texted me and said and given me a time today. They didn't do that yesterday. Between 10:55 and 12:55. Woo! So we can plan our week of picking next week. That's what I need to do. Right. Sorry. KHI. Look at this one. Isn't it beautiful? That's letter I. So you just bid letter I if you want one. Look at the purple in there. That's F. This one is O. Sorry, we're not going in any order. Just in the order on my desk. Again, very pretty, isn't it? Very unusual. N. And if you want any measurements of any of them, then just shout out the letter that you want me to measure it, and I'll tell you the measurements. And then M I particularly like because you can see the deep purple. I like gemstones like purpurite, where it's got the black body color and then a secret purple flash. And I think that this is touching on that. So it's got that very dark body color. So you can see the purple, but it's not really, really obvious. That's M. This one is R. Look at that. Look at the patterns in which it's growing. That's really cool, that one, isn't it? I don't know if all of these are left, you know. Just a second. I've just had a thought. I think I sold some. Oh, I can't do that. Let me just take this screen away a minute so I can go into this camera. I think I sold some that I didn't take off my desk. And Lisa wasn't in this morning. So let's just make sure we don't resell someone else's. Yes, O's gone. Sorry. O's gone. B's gone. And R's gone. Yes, I just thought that. It's funny how you remember stuff, right? Okay. Starting again. Let's put it back. Sorry, so O's gone. You can't have O. You can have F. T. Again, nice and vivid purple at the bottom there. And then loads of great patterns. I think, do we do Q? No, let's do Q. P. S. K. It's different, isn't it? And J. J has got just a little patch. of the purple in there. Beautiful. So that is your sugilite with your rictamite and bustamite. So many mineral names. Right, let's pop that there. Yes, look at all these. Now, how am I going to move those off my desk, do you think? I've nicked some of Lisa's tags. Oh no, how am I going to move them? Just 1 second. Let's move this out of the way without knocking them all over the place. You've all gone very quiet out there. Do feel free to chat. Don't. There we go. Next up, we have got a slightly dirty cleaning cloth, so apologies for that. We've got Hypersthene. Also love Hypersthene. So I managed to put up on Tuesday night an image of rough Hypersthene that I found while I was in Africa, which I'd never seen in the rough before. So that was a great moment of my life. But I don't think I can do it here. I can't attach it. It was on my phone. So look at that. So Hypersthene has this unusual schiller to it. So it has kind of a chatoyancy, but actually it has this stepped effect in parts. So you can get this kind of stepping or striations. Like this one has it, look, a striation within the material. It's a really cool gemstone. We sell it in a cab and it's very, very popular. We bought it in a bead and that was so popular, very popular indeed. Absolutely love that. So these are your Hypersthene pendants. Now these ones have got a drill hole through the side and that is about a 3mm drill hole. So let me see if I can thread. So this is just the chain of a pendant that I'd already got. But just to give you an idea of how straightforward it is, and we sell a lot of drilled pear-shaped pendants with this large drill hole on the side, and you can just run your chain direct through there. Morning, Karen. And you've immediately got a really simple but effective pendant that looks really high value, doesn't it? It just looks brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I would never have thought the stone could look like that after seeing the rough. The rough was not pretty, was it? It was just a big block of rough. It wasn't pretty at all. And I think that's actually quite an interesting point, Tracy, because so much rough, when you see it, you wouldn't imagine that it's going to look like something beautiful. And actually, while I was in Namibia, we found a new material that we'd never seen, and we took some away to do some testing on it. And I'm so intrigued to see what that looks like polished, because they were quite excited. And I was thinking, I don't think that's going to turn out well. But we'll wait and see. Maybe it will. It did have a chatoyant effect to it, so maybe it will. Marie, with the pink toned one I bought, because the Sugilite, one of the others, Sugilite Candy, yeah. 1 UL for the Hypersthene pendant. They're only £9.50. So maybe you don't have Hypersthene in your collection. Maybe you just want to make a really simple but yet effective piece of jewelry. I don't know what your reasons are. Maybe you just need to buy the gemstones. I don't know. But yeah, for £9.50 for such a large gemstone, and you're really looking at, you know, a minimal cost of metal here, so you don't have to worry so much about the metal, because it's all about the gemstone. And that's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm agreeing with Gemma that it should be all about the brooch this year, because that's a good idea. But I do think that 2026 should be all about the gemstone. It's just, and if you look through the history of jewelry, when metal prices are high, generally people create gemstone heavy jewelry and reduce the metal weight in the item and focus on the gem. So that is a great way to get the most out of your jewelry. So yes, you need lovely large gemstones. One with the vertical stripes, you certainly can. Let me put your name on that one for you. Just a second. This one. Just when you check out, Desi, just put in the comments that I put your name on one, so that Lisa actually looks for it, because she does get a little bit frustrated when I do things and I don't tell anyone or tell her specifically. And then how is she supposed to know? She's not a mind reader. Although that surprises me because she does, she's always one step ahead of me, I must say. I do something and she's already, I've done that. Yes, excellent. Excellent. Teamwork here, definitely. Right, so one for Desi. And just a second, my screen broke. One for Catherine. Morning, Catherine. Okay, and then anyone else? Anyone else? £9.50 each, and they are extremely beautiful. Lovely. I've only got 6 left. Thank you, Ken. I bet you're the same, Ken. I bet you come across some beauties in your travels, rooting through people's things. Look at that. Anyone else? I've got 6 left. That's all I've got left in the business, and then that's it. They've gone forever. Really nice. One for Karen. Thank you, Karen. Any more? Any more? Any more? 5 left now. Such a nice optical effect, isn't it? Beautiful. No more. Right, let's move on. Right, so then, guys, I need some requests from you or some topics of conversation. Otherwise, we finish early, and you don't want to finish at 10:30, surely. So I can go and have a look at what I've got, particularly cab-wise. So the Whitby Jet cabs that hit our website on Tuesday morning, for example, sold out within about 2 hours. I have got more on order of the Whitby Jet cabs. They're being cut as we speak. They're being cut this week. When I messaged through to get more, they were already cutting more, so that's really good. Yes, and so anything like that, then just request. I'm going to get the box of new. That's what I'm going to do, and see if there's anything in there that you would like to sneak a peek into. Thanks very much, Cease. Thank you. That's my tea. So I'll be right back, but do put your requests in if you've got any. I'm back. Let's, I don't know where to put it. I've got no space. Let's get the scales out. I need a bigger desk. Let's just put that there for a second. And then I need a bigger desk, or I need to make less mess, one or the other. I can't lift that with a broken muscle. Okay. What's in the box, everybody? I want to see. So, in the box, this is very dirty. In the box, what have I got? Cab-wise. What can I tempt you with, people? I've got... I'm going to show you. Look, I'm going to tease you what's in the box. Ooh, moonstones. I tried to get some rose cut moonstones as well. I don't know where they've gone, actually. I've got those on order. Look at these beautiful moonstones. Anyone for moonstone? Very nice. Ring sized as well, so, or small pendants. Right, moonstone. What else can I show you? Oh, I absolutely love these, but we haven't put them on the... They should be going out in a campaign. Do you want them in advance before? I don't think anyone's seen them. I don't think I showed them to you last time. Okay. Are you ready? Oh, Jill says. Just when you thought it's fine. I don't want a hyperstheme pendant. What sort of size are they? Jill says. Then these. Just a minute, Jill. I'm just going to stop teasing you in a minute. Let me finish first. These are really, really, really cool. Look at these little dendritics. And these are ring size as well. So you could make all brooch sized. Perfect for brooches, aren't they? And I have hand-picked each and every one of these. So they've all got really nice dendrites. Get that one. With the red. These are really cool. I don't think I brought you those before. So, okay. These size-wise, so they are... they vary in size. That's probably the biggest. I'll give you some millimeter sizes. So the largest one, the largest oval is about 16 by 12. Would you like a price on that one, Jill? I've written on them to be paired. Sorry, this one is £6.50. So they're really affordable as well, just to make it a little bit worse. Let me just shrink my screen down. Like a round one. Okay, just 1 second. So I've got some codes somewhere. Where are my codes gone? So this one at £6.50 is letter U. That will be in the moonstone. Let's do Jill a round one. So let's have a look. Round ones I've got, because I think I've got them in a pack saying to be paired, because I obviously thought I was going to pair them, but I never got round to it. What are you after? Those?
Can I take the ones that sold?
Yes, please do. Look at this. Do you just want one, Jill, or do you want a pair? Because I think we can put them into 2 pairs, really. Just get them a bit closer so I can see. Yeah, that's one. Or did you particularly just want a single? I'd like a price on a round one. Oh, I've got some bigger round ones as well. Let's do this big round one first. This one is about 13 millimeters. £4.50 for this one. £4.50. That is letter V. £4.50 for the large round one. This one was £6.50, wasn't it? And then let's do the pairs. These are £4.50 for the pair in the smaller size. Letter W. And there's another W pair if anyone wants one. Jill wants one pair. There's another pair there, so I've got two pairs. Right, okay. Right, wait a second. V for Jill. V is £4.50. Sorry, everybody. It just had a moment there. And it turned off one screen. Right, sorry. V for Jill. And then I've got a W for Jill. Then I've got a W, the other pair for Adele. Yep, so you want V, but you don't want U, do you? No. Okay, then in amongst all of these messages, 1 second, I've got, just a second, 4 ovals for Jane. 1 second, let's just put these away a sec. How big are ovals do you want, Jane? WW. Let me just grab some little packets or we're going to get in a pickle. 1 sec. Some packets. Right. W. And another one with W. Okay, right. Who wants a diamond when someone has you? Thank you very much. That's very kind. Right, let's have a look. We've got, is there a 13mm round? Oh, that's very specific, Jane. What are you making? Right, this one is 14mm. This one is 13 millimeters. I mean, I'm quite sure that's what it is. I don't have the proper leverage with me. I think that is 13 millimeters, Jane. So I'm going to do that one for you. This one is... This one is £4. Letter X, £4 for the 13 millimeter. That one has got first dibs to Jane Ledyard because she put the request in. So that's there, Jane, if you can see that there. Mix them up, mix up the ovals. Right, so for Jane Price, 2, 3, and 4. Is that oval? Yes. 4 for you, Jane. Was 4, wasn't it? Where is the ring you had on? Where's the ring on your hand? Right, okay. 2 Hassani poo, maybe. I'm going to block you if you carry on. Thank you for the nice compliments, but no. These all together, all of those is £9.50, Jane. So that is a bargain. At some point, I'm just going to check I did that right because that is a bargain. Yeah, £9.50. £9.50. I'll just put 4 pieces. £9.50. That is a bargain, isn't it? Where's the packets? Packets. Right, so that one I'm presuming Jane will say yes to. Why? That's yours, Jane. Right, who else have I got in here? X is for Jane Ledyard. So we're going to set that on that one. £4. Desi says, can I have the rest, including this one, Desi? Yes, can. I'll wait for the answer for that one, and then you can have the rest. And then I've sold out of Moonstone again. So, but I will get some more. My light's on the blink. Whatever is left, right? Okay, let's stick them all in. We'll do it still as letter U, just so I can reuse that sticker. Oh, wait a minute. That's... So for all of those, Jane, is £17, and there are 2, 3, 4, 5 in there. They work out at £3.40 each. So £17. They're all good sizes as well. 5 pieces. Oh, Jane, Jill's excited for the dendritics. Me too. I absolutely love them. Love them. Right, let's put that in. Smashing. Right, let's put the dendritics out. So these are slices. So they are a dendritic. I think they're Montana agates. So, and they all have the beautiful dendritics, but they are slices of agates. So they don't have the dome top, but they have the beautiful dendrites. Great if you're making signet rings as well. These are absolutely perfect. I've got you, Desi, don't worry, that's yours. So these are all £5 each. And they just got gorgeous patterns, haven't they? So we're going to have to just tag them up. Let's do an ABCD. And then we'll bring out so many at a time so that you can bid on them. A, you can see that. B. I normally have my little tray, don't I? But my little tray is propping up the laptop today, so it's no good. Right. So let's start. 4. Do you just want random 4? Should I just pick you any 4? Why not? 1. I'll do a mixture of shapes. 2, 3, and an oval. That's a nice one. 4. 4. Oh, I'll do you 4. I'll do an orange one, Jill. That's a nice one. 4. That one is yours. G. I'll do that as G. And then I will put them out. Okay. I can just 1 second. Let me just lay them out so that you can work on that. Right. So large oval is going to be A. They're all £5 each. B, C. I will zoom down in a second. D, E. Let's put the triangle in. Oh, who's brave enough to work on the triangle? I don't know. Okay, let's have a look. A has gone to Jane Price. That's yours, Jane. B. Beauty, aren't they? C. Let me know if you want any measurements or anything. D with the orange. Loving the orange. Love this one as well. E and F is the triangle. Do you have any larger? Do you know? So we have any dendritic? There's some pairs on next week in the show on Thursday, Claire. The pairs of dendritics, but other than that, I think I'm out of dendritic agate. Just 1 sec. Let me just do these, and then I'll have a think about it. Right, what have I got? I've got A for Jane Price. A. I've got F for Tony. What are you going to make with the triangle, Tony? That's a good claim. Then I've got B for Jill. Then I've got C for Tony was the first bid, but everybody wanted C, so I'm so sorry, but I'll find you another one. C. Can you measure D? Yes, he's dinky. Are you looking for another 13mm, Jane? I don't think it's 13. Oh, no, I could be wrong. It is 12mm. It's slightly oval. I'm going for 12 by 12.5. 12 to 12.5mm is cute. That is D. Okay. Then let me just do some more letters. All right.
Take all the sold ones.
You've taken all the sold
I
ones?
didn't take all the
You
sold.
didn't?
That one sold.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Oh, that's okay. I just a sec. Making a noise, aren't I? D is for Desi. Then you've got D. Oh, where did C go? Did someone claim C? I didn't write your name in. C went to Tony. Right, D is for Desi. D is for Desi. Right. Okay. Right, then we've got L. Oh, wait a minute, we've not got J on yet. That mix all the letters up. Freak everybody out. That's E, right, E. K, L, and M. These are £5 each, Adele, and they are dendritic Montana agates. Right, so let's put this one in H. So this is similar to the one that you all bid on. Then I've got another one that's shape. Also pretty, I. Got a lovely pear shape. J, these are slices, remember, so they're not dome-topped. That's pretty bit is not showing up. There you are. K. Oh, look at this one. Look at that beauty. L. And let's do a round. I've got them in a smaller size, frustratingly, not a larger size. That is M. Okay, we've still got E out there. Okay. So let me just do my tracker. Right, what have I got from the top? H is for Tony. I is for Jill Green. J is for Desi. I's already gone. A second. K is for Desi. L is for Karen Burrows. And Adele wants J and L, and they've both gone, Adele. Sorry. Adele, do you want dibs on the next batch? I've nicked some of your stickers, Lisa. I don't think you're doing stickering today.
No.
I don't think they're any good to you anyway. I don't think they are your stickers. I take that back. I haven't nicked anything. All right. M-O-P. Right. Let's do N. Can you measure M? I can do. Just a second. O. P. Q. R. And S. Let's just get these out, then I'll measure it for you, Jane. A square is N. A little red. Ooh, that's an unusual shape. Like almost a tear. Ooh. Oval. P. Loving this oval. Looks like lightning strike. Q. R. And S. Okay, measuring M for Jane. Right, come on, Jane. I don't know what size you're looking for, but I'm rooting for you. Same, 12 to slight. I'm going 12, 11 and a half to 12. Not sure it's going to fit, Jane. Sorry. 11 and a half to 12. There's just one lonely one left there, isn't there now? Right, 1 sec. I have to do my tracker. Right. Who have I got? Letter N. First bidder is Tony. That's yours, Tony. Letter A. I don't have an A, Jane. Letter P for Jill. A again from Jane. Still looking. I still don't have an A. Right. Come on, Adele. Have you got them? Q and S. Yay! Q and S are yours. Oh, sorry, Jane. Now that one. What does Q look like? The big one. Can we see E? You can. Just a second. Sorry, Jane. It comes out the wrong lane. This is the last. That's the last one that didn't have a letter. So let's give it letter T, so that it's out there on display. That's it there. Right. Can we see E? Yes, this is a good one. E is a good one. Look at that. With a red dendrite. That's size-wise. Any square triangular ones? This is it. Oh, that's all I've got. I do have some baby ones. Oh, I've got one stuck to the back of a sticker. I found another one. There's one hiding there. Maybe that one. I do have some baby ones. I think they're the same price. Let me just go check this pricing a second. Just 1 second, I'll show you. One sec.
What's the pearls?
What's the pearls? Candy. She's lost the pearl.
The little button pearls.
Oh. Well, they are around somewhere. Right, let's show you. E has gone. Let's just put E. E has gone to Candice. Right, so that one's gone. M, Adele wants to see. Excuse my wanky nails. Look at that. That's M. And size-wise. So, Desi, there aren't any more that I've got to offer, but they are going onto a web campaign, and there are some unusual shapes in the web campaign, but I can't pull them out because they've got all their photography done and all their marketing's done. So I'm afraid you have to wait for the web campaign, and nor can I tell you when it is, because I've no idea, do you?
When's that?
The scenic agate. We've not seen it for this Tuesday.
No,
I don't know what's in.
Give me a list, but I think she's changed it up a bit. So I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
so we're not sure, but watch this space because they will come out eventually. This one is TU. We've had a letter U. We'll have to start back at A. So this one that I've just added, which is going to be AA. Look at that one. AA. Right. Any takes on those the last few? So we've got T. These are £5 each if you just joined us. T for a long oval. Still not found them. Bottom pearls. They're normally under there, aren't
They
they?
were all in a tray over there.
Then I definitely messed with them.
They're gone.
And they're not under there, under that one. AA, my first bidder is Candies. Do you need me to have a quick look, or are you all right?
I'll keep looking.
They can't have gone far. That's the good thing. Nothing's left the building. So, right, see, it's not like Lisa to lose stuff either. It's I've moved it. That's what's happened there. Right, this one is letter O. I like that one. It's a different kind of shape look. But its pattern is awesome. Look at that. O. M we've seen a couple of times, but I'll bring it up anyway. M and R. That's pretty as well. They're so pretty. I love them. Right, £5 each. I've got these baby ones, but I don't have a price for the baby ones. I think they might be the same price. Ow! Sorry, I've got torn a muscle in my side, and that hurt. Right, Candy for O. For Candy, I've got R for Karen Burrows. Hi, Anne-Marie, how are you? Lovely. I haven't got my phone plugged in, but it's doing all right. Thank you, everybody, for blessing me. Right, T and M left. T and M left. Are you actually going to leave me with two of these in a little bag? That's just mean. They've not even made it to being carded up or anything. We've stolen them. We've stolen them out of the stock box, and we've gone a bit rogue, and we're doing whatever we like this morning. Right, more tea, I feel. Let's just one sec. I need to make an adjustment to my spreadsheet. There we are. Right, no one else for T and M. Do you want to do the baby ones? I'm sure they're the same price, but because I'm not 100% sure, I'm going to do them at £4.50 because that seems fair. But so I might lose a few pennies here, but we'll give it a go. Right, I haven't. Right, so these were called Scenic. Okay. Right, let's do. And I might have. What you want? Right, sorry, I'm still messing with my tracker. Just 1 second. Right, let's put these away then. I'll just leave them up here just in case anybody changes their mind. Because if you know what happens, as soon as I've put them away, someone will ask for those ones. These are also very, very cute, aren't they? There are some similar size. These few here, probably a similar size. Oh gosh, they're so cute. Look at the patterns in there. Oh wow, that one looks like trees. Yes, right. Okay, let's do some letters. Let's get some letters going. So we did AA, didn't we? So now we're on BB. So £4.50 each, although I'm quite sure that they would have been the same price. Right, let's get the stickers out. Are you ready? Let's do my favourite one. Look, I've got to hold it still. That will be the challenge. Look at that. Doesn't it look like a landscape reflected into a lake? Love that. Now, these are a smaller size. So I intentionally bought them smaller because I was thinking that you could make little rings and tiny signets, and 10 millimeters. That one is across. Desi says, could please may I have the rectangular one? This one? You can. Yeah, that one. I'm going to call that HH for you there. Just a second. Right. CC DD EE FF and GG. Let's do those ones first. Okay, I've got you for HH. I've got Desi for BB. And HH. I've got you for HH, that's it. Right, let me try and bring them up. So CC. Very cute. DD is a long pair. Again, that would look nice in a ring, quite long, isn't it? Long and thin. EE. FF. And GG has a bit of the orange in as well. Beautiful. Do you know, it'd probably be a darn sight easier with tweezers. Let's try. Oh, yes. Right. DD has gone to Desi. Anyone else? No one wants the baby ones. Anyone? Do you know? Oh, because I can put them away and I can sort them another time if we don't. And that one's quite interesting. Could I see the red square? Yes, this is the one I was just looking at. Look at that. I mean, it looks like a painting, doesn't it, in a stately home. It's just insane that nature's created that. It really does look like a landscape. Right, that one is I, and it gets first dibs to Adele. Just getting first dibs to Adele because she asked for that one to be seen. So sorry to everybody else who wants that one. This one, that one's gone to Adele. Sorry, everybody. But congratulations to Adele. Where's that one gone? Honestly, they are mental. Look at this one. It looks like a dandelion clock. And then, where's the other one? This one has got little, looks like a flower. Focus, focus, focus. With little yellow tips, look, doesn't it? So that would be JJKK. Let me just do those letters. How are these formed? So they are an agate, and these are the inclusions that grow within the agate, Candice. So as the agate's growing, you often get a dendrite growing that pattern in all sorts of different material. And then they just cut them to show off the pattern, really. But to cut them so tiny. But they are awesome patterns, you know. Right, okay. Got KK for Candice. Lovely. Then I've got J for Desi. I've got more square ones. If anyone wants more square ones, let me just. E is for Candice. All amazing, Adele says they are, but then I did hand pick them, so I agree with you, but now I can see why. Right, this is the other square, and again, look at, I mean, it's just so impressive. Right, that will be LL. Let's turn this one. Right, so this has got a good side. What about this one? Beautiful scene. MM. Let's do an NN. Oh, I've done an NN. This one is absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Can I see the oval with the vertical inclusion? I've got this one. This one will be OO. I'll just pop it there. And then I've got this one as well, which also has, well, I think a few of them have the vertical inclusions. OO. Oh no, OO for this one. This one is PP in my hand, this one. And then this one is QQ. They're all vertical inclusions. Let me just give those some stickers. Oopsie. Stocky. OO. PP. Candice is just going to get first dibs on those vertical inclusions because that's what she has requested. Right, where have I got to with these double letters? EE, oh, done. Yes. LL, put them in my tracker. LL has gone to Desi. MM has gone to Candice. NN has gone to Desi. Hi, Christine. How are you? Okay. QQ. I'm just waiting for. Yes, these are from America. They're from America. Candice, I'm just waiting to decide for you to decide if you would like any of those. If not, we've sold QQ. I'm just waiting for your confirmation. Morning, Mick. How are you doing? Yes, they're an American. They're a Montana agate. To the best, that's the best of my knowledge, I must say. You wanted MM, which you've got. Jolly good. Right, can't get that to work. So QQ has gone to Desi then. Excellent. Candice is very happy, thank you. Excellent, that's what we like to hear. Christine is not too bad. Well, that's good, Christine. That's better than not being good. This, right, so we've got, these are £4.50 each. CC, let's check that is still available. Yes, it is. CC. Helps if you hold your tweezers properly. Turn round. This one is FF. GG. OO. And PP. Okay. I feel like we might as well finish them off, don't you? Or you're all going to wonder. So that was QQ. Do the last 4 because there's only 4 left, right? RR. Oh dear. This is TT. Right. CC has gone to Adele. Thank you, Adele. Right. I'll get a closer view of them in a second. TT and you. It's not hiding, no. Did you find them, Lise?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Were they where they should be? No. Had I touched them? Yes. No comment. Very diplomatic. GG for Christine. Mick's watching. She's not saying hi to you, Mick. What jobs is he supposed to be doing not watching this?
Who knows? Whenever I get home and I say, "Oh, have you watched telly?" I don't have time to sit and watch telly. It's all day.
Well, there you are. It's all coming out now. Right, SS. That's a beautiful. Oh, that's beautiful, isn't it? TT. I feel if my tweezers will let me, it goes this way up in my mind. TT. Did I just put you down, Christine? I did. I'm just going to run through them all because I can't remember which ones are new. So this is RR. I think this is a new one. FF. Oh. Oh, yes, we've done these ones. OO. PP. And UU's actually a little bit thicker. It's a bit of a thicker cab look or slice. Still very beautiful. Any more takers on those remaining ones? This one and this one are my favourite. Oh, and that one. Oh, and all of them. TT has gone to Desi. This T. Right, TT for Desi. They are so cute. They really are, aren't they? Anyone? No one for R? I'm surprised about that. I think this one's nice. It looks like a sun, but this one's really, really beautiful. Okay, right. Okay, I'm going to put them away. Nobody wants them. Oh, somebody at the door. Sounds like an Annie knock to me.
Yeah.
It's definitely not the delivery from China. They hammer the door, don't they? They don't gently knock the door. Right. Okay. Let's put them away. You're quite sure? Because once I've scooped them up, there's no going back. M T S S R R F F O O P P and U U. Right. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll get the next lot out because as soon as I scoop them up, someone's going to bid and I'll have to try to remember what I've seen. Right. Let's have a look over here. What do you want to see now? I don't know. I don't have an awful lot of things left, I must say. I've got these slices, but I feel like I'm keeping those. So, we could do those. They're my favourite. Oh, gosh, they're all really nice. It's what I'm willing to part with these days. That's the problem. Okay. Oh, look at that. I've had these drilled the other way. Who knew? Who knew that's what I'd ordered? Ruby zoisite. I've had them side drilled, look. That's handy. Is that handy? It's quite a fine drill, isn't it? I think they're going to be of use to something. Shall we? Shall we play them? Would anyone like to see those? Let me know. Right. Put that there. Any blue John? In my dreams, I'd have blue John. Jill, the factory's cutting that as well. I can just check with Lisa that we don't have any hiding somewhere. There's none in my drawers. I would love some blue John though. Right, these going away. Make sure we put them in the right pocket. Oh, bobbit. Oh dear. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many was there? 5. Don't roll over. Oh, there it is. Just 1 second. Oh no, that's it. Not it. That's confetti. Right, I lost that one now. What was it, Annie?
Yeah.
Morning, Annie.
Hello.
Are you all right? Oh, we've hurt. Annie's hurt her leg.
I don't know.
Harry said, "Did he do it?" And I said, "I don't think so."
No. It happens maybe once or twice a year that I just wake up and I just can't walk.
Move your leg. It's not after anything fancy happening the night before.
No, I wish it was, but unfortunately not.
Injury.
Yeah.
Then it would be worth the pain. Let's face it.
Yeah, absolutely.
No. Oh, rubbish.
So
That
I feel rubbish. I feel so good.
Annie didn't come to the gym this morning, but we'll let you off if you're sick. Yeah.
Right. Oh, you're live.
I'm live. Everyone's just
God.
heard this conversation. Poor Annie.
All right.
Now everybody
Hello,
knows.
everybody.
Sorry, I did think you knew I was live. So no. I think I've already got one. I've already got one, thank you, but thank you. There we go. Right. Poor Annie. Too much information first thing in the morning. This is my favourite. This is the colourful Labradorite. I nearly wore this ring this morning, actually. I've got a ring of this. I love the colourful Labradorite. All right. Everybody else like colourful Labradorite? Oh, look at this one. And at least we don't keep secrets here. You get what you see is what you see is what you get. Isn't that the saying? Look at that. Right, these are the last ones. So I've run out of codes, haven't I? Let me stick with these codes and let's try it that way so I don't totally run out of codes. where's the thing? This one is £13.50. This one, I'm gonna have to write on this now. £13.50 for the pear shape, and that's going to be letter M. But they're so nice. Letter M. So many colours. So that's number M, letter M. Letter T, let's do this little chunky at the bottom. The bright orange and purple. This one is 17. I'll do it for it. It's supposed to be £17.50. Let's do it for 17. Karen wants letter M. Right, yes. Letter M is... Can't spell again. And that one has gone to Karen. Letter T. Letter T is 17, and letter T has gone to Karen. Letter M's already gone, Nicola, but don't worry. We'll keep, you know, we've got all of these to go through. So letter T. Let's do the big one. Wow. They're just so nice. They're not particularly rounded on top, I must have to say that. And I quite like that about my ring. So I've had a ring made in this. So these were originally, I played these for the first time when I went to India last, do you remember, it was about last August, and we did Build Your Own Jewelry Live. And so I had one made. Now we are going to be continuing with that concept this year. So, and I'm very excited about that. So, this material came from there. So we sold the cabs individually, and then you could have it made into jewelry. And we managed to do live pricing, which was incredible, wasn't it? This one is £27, but it is mega. Size wise, it's going to be SS. 27. And it is 38 by 25. Yeah, I'm very excited by that this year, because I really enjoyed that. I thought it was so clever, but I really wanted to follow a ring being made, but I just didn't manage to stay long enough. So I'm just going to go, you know, just go live in India for a while and make sure you can get all the gemmy options that you require. Don't worry about my family. So look at that. Love that. This one is... This one's £13.50. It's going to be FF. £13.50. That one. Yes. It's just a matter of getting it to catch the right orientation. I get so many compliments on my ring. I think because it's so unusual to see such colourful, and the fact that it does flash like that, you know. This one is £21 RR. Look at that. This one is £17.50 PP. I've got you for FF, Nicola. Just a second. And the last one is a little bit slimmer. Also equally as beautiful. Look at the colours in there. Oh. £16, that one. Oh. Right, let me go back to what I was doing. FF has gone to Nicola. And that's 13.50. FF, I've got RR for Jane Price. OO for Karen Burrows. Smashing. So that's all we've got left is the 2. PP 1750, but just so beautifully colourful. Yes, look at that. And then SS. Nice. Totally lost in the gemstone I was for a second there. As you do, get lost in a gemstone. SS is £27. That's the largest one, Nicola. 27. Gorgeous colours though. Purple through to kind of a fuchsia colour, isn't it? And then orange is just lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And this one is £17.50, the smaller one. Beautiful. Any bits on those? No bids, no bids, no bids. I'm just finishing out my tracker a sec. No, right, I'll move them to the out of the way. Oh no, Nicola. Gonna wake up tomorrow and go, oh gosh, quick, rewatch the live. Right, let's do. Do you want to look at the ruby zoisite with the side drills? Oh. So I picked all these out because, and we've played these on a Friday. I think we played them on a Friday morning before, didn't we? We stole them out of marketing campaign. The slices, but an undrilled slice. But these ones, I've obviously in my wisdom decided to have them side drilled. So look at that. But when I've selected them, it's all about the ruby. So the ruby is the red crystal in the middle, and ruby grows in a hexagonal shape. So I tried to get all the ones with the really beautiful shape. So this is going to have a side drill. So you can either use the side drill or not. I'm wondering if we've got a piece of, sometimes I have a piece of memory wire, don't I, to line around, but not today. That's unusual. Check this box. Some gems in there. Oh, cute. No, I don't have a piece of wire today to show you, but they are drilled through the side. So shall we do a couple of these just for fun? Why not? It's a request show, so if you've got any requests, you can put them in. Everyone's very quiet today, but let's start with this one because I particularly like this hexagon. So this is a ruby hexagon in zoisite, and then it is drilled through the top there, so you can pass a wire or thread through there and make a lovely lovely pendant, or you can bezel set them and just cover the hole. Absolutely. So it makes it extremely versatile. Right, these ones, these are very affordable actually as a material. Relatively heavy, the pieces, but that one is just £12.50. So that, I think that's a really good price. Hope you agree. £12.50. UU is the code there. £12.50. And then there was one with a chatoyant piece, wasn't there? Where's that gone? I think it was this one. Can the oh yes, look at that ruby. Oh, it's a chunk. Now drill hole is up here. Look at that. Harder to bezel set this ununiform shape, is it? But that's really cool, isn't it? It's very gemmy. Going to make some very, very gemmy jewellery. UU £12.50 has gone to the very sensible Jane Price, because that is going to be really fancy. When you've done it, it's going to be very fancy. Let's just change its name. Oh, UU done. Okay. I was going to do that one, wasn't I? This one comes out at £19, this large one. So that is quite a large pendant size. So you can see there, if you can see, it is quite large. And of course, the ruby fluoresces. I don't have my fluorescence torch on me, but the ruby will fluoresce as well. So that one was £19. Let's give that a code. I had a code Z here. Yes. Let's do Z, £19. I don't know if you're not loving these, we can keep these because I think they'll be big web sellers, those ones. That's Z at £19 for that one. What else is in my tin? What else? Let's see what else I've got. Unless you do want some more of these, then just shout out and I'll bring some more up. It's nearly 12 o'clock, so probably do need to stop at some point. No, I'm not sure. None of that. So I'm going to stop there. How uncharted is the small one top right? Small one top right, this one. So the drill is not so good on that one, Jane. Look, he's caught the bag. But I'm sure it's workable. It's £10. £10 for that one. Let's do some out of letters as well. I've got stickers and everything. Let's do this just as I can't do. Where did I get to? WW £10. But remember, the drill isn't so good on the back of that one. That one, wasn't it? WW. Oh, that was Karen. Sorry. Yeah, I sort of got what you meant, Karen. Don't worry. Let's do this one. Oh, same. This one is the same. So I need some more letters. Just a minute. Wow, please. I'm going to go for WW, as autocorrect is not your friend today. Right, Karen has gone for WW. then let's do, so WW's gone. XX, £10 is that one. And we can, and drill wise, there's its drill. Then we can do this little one with 2 ruby crystals in there, or 3 ruby crystals, really. 3 ruby crystals. I think it's likely to be the same price. Yes, £10 as well. So why? Okay, any of those? Right, well, I'm going to quit there, and because I've got lots to do. Why is going to go to Karen. Thank you. If you've got, if you want anything that's on the live that hasn't sold, then just message after the show. That's not a problem at all. Or if you want us to review anything, let me know. If not, please join me next Thursday night, 6 p.m. here on Facebook and YouTube for the paired cabs. Hopefully it's going to be a really good show. The cabs are gorgeous. There's so many options on the cabs, 29 different gemstones. You've got drilled, you've got some undrilled. It's just going to be brilliant, an absolute brilliant show, and great gemstone to get you back into the new year as well, so that you can make some things not metal heavy, but just nice, simple jewelry that's just really, really cool. Thanks so much, everyone, for joining me. Your invoices will be with you out over the weekend if you could get those paid up for me. Thank you, Jessie, and I hope you all have a lovely weekend. See you soon, everyone. Bye.